Hello everybody. For today's video I want to talk putters. Putters are pretty unique in that regardless of your playing ability you can use really any style of putter that you want. The same cannot be said for other golf equipment. If you are a 20 handicap you probably don't want to be playing blade irons. If you only swing the club at 90 miles an hour you probably don't want to use an extra stiff shaft. But if you're a 20 handicap or a scratch golfer you can use the same putter. But I think it's important when picking out putters to kind of know what you're getting into and understand the technology or the features that a different putter might offer. So to start off, I'm going to display a putter here that everybody knows. It's the tried and true Ping Answer. This is their Sigma 2 model, available in the Pro Shop. Also, a cool little thing about what Ping's doing. All the putters we have in the shop are actually adjustable in length. You don't need to change the grip or anything. You just use a little wrench here at the top and you can make it whatever length you want. Anyway, the Ping Answer is tried and true. It kind of revolutionized the way putters were designed. And I want to talk a little bit about different neck styles as well as different head styles. So obviously this is a blade head style, meaning it's pretty thin. Every manufacturer has a version of the Ping Answer. They all kind of copied off of Mr. Solheim, and they have been doing it for decades. So the Ping Answer, this is the original model. This is called a plumber's neck. Now what you'll see, everybody knows this neck style. What you'll see here is a full shaft of offset, meaning the shaft is set one full shaft, so this thickness in front of the face of the club. Now what a plumber's neck offers is more toe hang. See how the toe's hanging down, so it's not face balance, means the face of the putter goes towards the sky when you balance it like this. This is the degree of toe hang here is how much it hangs towards the ground. Now generally what that does is it makes it so that that putter is easier to square up through impact. So if you're somebody who putts on a more pronounced arc, meaning you bring it inside on the way back and then back inside on the way through, kind of like an opening and closing a door, then generally you're going to want a putter with a certain level of toe hang. Now I have quite a few putters, part of a problem I have, but I like to collect them and I think they're cool. I kind of like to fit it to whatever I'm doing out there on the course, and I suggest you do the same. Not to have 25 putters, but to just kind of be aware of your tendencies because that'll help you pick out the right putter for you. Now, if you're somebody who generally pushes a ball out as a right-handed player to the right, you're generally going to want a putter that features a bit more toe hang to it, so that's going to help you square it up through impact. Now, this is the classic Ping Answer. Now, a similar head shape, but a slightly different neck design. This is called a small slant or a flare neck, depending on the manufacturer, they call it different things. Now this has half a shaft of offset, meaning only half of this thickness, the shaft thickness sits in front of the face. That has even more toe hang. So this is for somebody who really needs work or needs help getting that putter face squared up through impact, an open and closing door action. The more toe hang, generally, the more it produces the putter head squaring up through impact. So you got a flare neck, you've got a plumber's neck, and you also have a single bend or an S bend. Now this also has a full shaft of offset, but what this does is it makes it face balanced. So this would be toe hang, right? This is face balanced. This generally is for somebody who likes to, or at least strives for, taking the putter head more straight back and straight through. Now because the putter sits at about 70 degrees, it is impossible to take it straight back and straight through unless you manipulate your hands and you turn that putter under. A lot of people don't understand that. So if I take it straight back, then I have to effectively manipulate my hands to keep that putter head square to the target line, otherwise it's going to open and close. That's fine, that still means that you can strive for that, but just understand that because the club doesn't sit at 90 degrees, straight back and straight through isn't really a thing unless you manipulate your hands and you turn them under this way and back through ever so slightly. So this is a single bend shaft. This provides face balance. And also this is more of a mallet design, meaning it's thicker. Now with head designs, a mallet is going to have a higher MOI, moment of inertia. All that is resistance to twisting through impact. So if you have a hard time hitting the sweet spot, maybe a big mallet putter like this one, it's like driving an ATV, is better for you because if you hit it a little off the toe or a little off the heel, it doesn't wiggle or twist as much as opposed to, say, your Answer style doesn't have as much forgiveness in terms of twisting. Now, where it gets really crazy is you can have a high MOI putter, like this one from Callaway. It's called the Bird of Prey. It's pretty cool, by the way. Also available in the Pro Shop. Now you can mix and match and do a high MOI head with a slant neck to give a high MOI putter a bit of toe hang. These are putters that have become pretty popular in the last few years because you kind of get the best of both. It helps you square it up a little bit through impact. Now, because it's such a large and high MOI head, it's not going to have as much toe hang. I explained toe hang. It's not going to have as much toe hang as a blade, but it's kind of a way to get right in between that. I'd encourage you to try kind of all these out. Maybe have me or somebody analyze your stroke. But generally, if you miss putts to the right, you're going to want a putter with a bit more toe hang. If you tend to pull putts, you're going to want something at the other end of the spectrum, a full S-bend, high MOI putter. This is for somebody who has the chronic pulls. It's going to help that. Again, none of these are fixers necessarily. You can get any kind of putter and still miss it with the best of them. But as long as you understand your tendencies, it's easier to pick out a putter that's right for you. Also, I forgot to mention, we've got a center shafted putter here, another Ping Sigma 2. That gives you face balance in a blade style and no shaft of offset, right? Because the shaft is set even with the face. Gives you a little bit cleaner view. I like center shafted putters. You don't see too many of them anymore. Not sure why that is, but another cool option. So everybody, if you're a major manufacturer, you still make good clubs now. I think it's important to know that. If you're still in business with how competitive the market is, you make good putters. I think first and foremost, find something you like the look of. If you're a Scotty camera guy, more power to you. If you like Odyssey, that's great too. And Ping and everywhere in between. Spider is really popular with TaylorMade. We've got all these in the Pro Shop. Find out what you like the look of first and feel, obviously. And then from there, choose your neck option for the level of toe hang that suits you. For instance, you like this head style. It's got an S-bend, but you want a little bit of toe hang. This head style is available with this neck style. So there's all these companies have done a really good job of giving you all kinds of options. It can be a bit overwhelming, but that's what I'm here to help you with. Come in and see us and find a putter that's right for you. Now I want to also talk a little bit about some misperceptions that I see in putting. First and foremost being acceleration. Everybody preaches acceleration, right? You always got to everybody strives to get the putter head going through the ball at a longer, like the putter head's moving longer through the ball than it is on the way back. Well, if you're a chronic decelerator, meaning you take it back maybe too far and then you're forced to lose speed into the ball, that's not good. But I think it's even worse to be somebody who tends to not take it back that far and then really push it through the ball, because then that becomes a stab. Even though you're accelerating through the ball, generally a good thing, when you do it at the expense of your stroke becoming a little stabby or a little bit jerky, you're not going to put as good of a roll on the ball and you're not going to make putts. So if you're somebody who has a hard time decelerating, a simple drill, say the hole's here, put a tee back. If you're somebody who decels, put a tee here and then another tee further from the putter face to kind of groove that, maybe not taking it as far back and then going through further. Conversely, if you're somebody who tends to take it back and stab at it, and I can identify all this in like 2 putts if you ever come in and see me, I would do the opposite. I would put a tee back here and then another tee in front of the face, not as far back as this one, relative to the path that the putter's moving on. So with that, you got two things you should work on depending on your stroke. We're either trying to build speed behind the ball, or we're trying to build speed more past the ball. So if you're somebody who decelerates, we got to work on creating, not speed, but your stroke tempo needs to improve or needs to accelerate through the ball. Or if you're somebody who stabs it, you need to work on building speed back here and not taking it through as far. It's also important to note that we're all striving for the pendulum motion, right? That doesn't mean, if you have a perfect pendulum, the putter head, and you can see all the best putters who have ever played the game, actually go through the ball with their putting stroke. The length of stroke is slightly less through the ball than it is on the way back. That doesn't mean they're decelerating. It means they have really soft hands and they're putting dead weight on the ball. Good thing. But physics, when your putter head hits that ball, the mass of that ball is going to slow down the putter head. That doesn't mean you've decelerated. It just means something gets in the way of the pendulum motion of the putter, and that's what slows it down. So just because you're not taking it or following through as far as you take it back doesn't necessarily mean you're decelerating. Sometimes it does, and again, I'm here to help you identify that. So that's my little PSA on putter head styles. Find something that suits you. Everybody's putting stroke is different. But we also have all kinds of options now to help you get the most out of your putting stroke, and we've got all kinds of drills that can help you improve your putting stroke depending on what you struggle with. So all this is available in the shop. Also, I'm going to be launching a website soon, auroraccgolfshop.com. Go ahead and check it out. It is password protected. If you'd like the password, let me know. The long-term goal is to put all of our shop inventory online and for you, password protected for members only. So if you want that password, you want to take a sneak peek, please let me know. I hope to have it launched in the next day or so, and we're going to be adding product all the time. As soon as we get something in, it's going to be on the site. I don't have everything on there yet, but it's something I'm pretty excited about. You can now do your ACC shopping online. So again, that's auroraccgolfshop.com. Email me for the password, and I'll see you guys soon. Hang in there.